What's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Dark Zero Podcast Channel 60 News with Dark Scorpion.
Hello.
Such a demonic entrance with a hello. But as you guys can see from the title, we're going to do a main topic today because it is a huge debatable topic. We both have different sides, and I think it'll be pretty interesting to just touch on that one topic. So we're going to get to it. And the question, as you guys seen, is what superpower would we want? And I already know Scorpions. What was yours?
Like super healing.
Super healing. See, I agree with this, but at the same time, I don't. And I'm gonna state my reason why. As far as super healing goes, yes, you can never really die specifically. You can still die of, well, I don't know. Would aging play a factor?
I'm talking about Wolverine style healing, like so your body doesn't change.
Okay.
Because Wolverine's like 200 some odd years old.
That's true. So aging would play a factor then.
Yeah, not much.
But, I mean, yeah, I would say, because he still looked like he was, I mean, besides the fact that it was, what's his face there playing?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, yeah. Hugh Jackman playing him. I understand that he's getting older, obviously, but they still portrayed him as getting older. So, I would imagine that it just kind of slows the process, which living a long period of time can be good, but if you think about it, it's also got its debuffs. You get to live through watching the people that you love die, everything, and there's not much you can really do about it. If you wanted to take your own life, it wouldn't work. Well, technically, he could take his own life, but not very easily.
Yeah.
I mean, if he took his claw out, I wonder if he could just like decapitate himself if he really wanted to. This is getting really cynical.
I was thinking more along the line of throwing yourself in a live volcano.
That's true. That could work too. And knowing the places that he's been, he's probably known where there is a couple.
Yeah.
But
he also survived a nuclear strike.
Yeah, and also I think her name was Sarah. Was it Sarah? Remember when she was like making everything like disintegrate? And he was just walking up to her regardless, and he was like pretty much just wiping it off. Jean, yes, that was her name. She was like pretty much just tearing apart at his skin, and he just whooped it off like it was lotion. But I guess healing could be a good factor. I would say for me, teleportation, straight and up. I would say teleportation is the best one that you can do. Yeah, I get that if I get caught and someone wants to do something about it, they got to be quick. But if they do get me, it can fatally hurt me. Yeah. But at the same time, like,
also that.
What is it? What is it really? They got to be quick enough. And I guess it plays factors. Go ahead.
Yeah. There's also one minor problem. You could teleport yourself in a wall or a desk or something.
Well, what if I did something like Jumper, the movie Jumper?
Yeah.
Maybe something like that. Yeah. Oh, even if you have to be there first, I'm okay with that. Or be like Nightshade? No. What's his name? I'm trying to remember his name from X-Men.
Nightcrawler?
Nightcrawler. Yes. I knew it started with night. Nightcrawler. Him doing his it's matter transportation, isn't it? I think that's how it works.
It's kind of like him going super fast. Like
yeah, he sees where he wants to go and
walls and
yeah, okay. But even if that, well, I guess that would kind of compare him more to Flash than to be a teleporter, because he can see where he wants to go and just kind of moves so fast. Either way, even if I had his, I think I'd be alright with that. Because if you think teleportation, one, buying a vehicle, gone, don't need it. Who gives a shit? 2,
Car insurance, gas.
yeah, all of it, just gone. I would run. I don't care. It's only going to take me a couple minutes to get where I want to go.
Yeah.
Especially where I live. I live at the top of a hill. I'm like, okay, I can cut down about 15 minutes if I stare right there and poof, and I'm there. It's like, whoa, that was easy. But what was I saying? Oh, transportation is gone, which was my first point. 2, I could have anything. Honestly, I could really have anything. Picture it this way. Sitting at home, and I'm like, you know what? I want a PS4. Not saying that I would go do this, and I don't recommend anybody to do it. Don't steal. But I'm just saying, if I had the teleportation, I would definitely make sure that I had a home that maybe I didn't have to pay for or something. Or even if I had a home to pay for. Yeah. Put over something over my head and just be like, poof, grab it, poof, gone. Wasn't quick enough for them to see my face and just enough to where I got what I wanted. So it was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could potentially make yourself rich. Go into a bank and they have one of those ones that have like the open vaults behind the bars. Done.
Oh, yeah.
But my question is, if I was to do teleportation, could I be able to touch something and take the item with me?
It depends, because in some movies you can't, some movies you can.
Yeah. Some it just depends on what you can get in your hand.
The item has to be moving with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like nothing like that's attached to the ground. Stuff like that.
So, because I was thinking like, poof into a vault, set my hand on a stack of giant amounts of money, and then let it come with me. But I think that would be a whole nother
Just do the whole. Yeah, just do the whole like that. Your shirt has a little pouch. And just start scooping it in there.
Yeah. Well, you also don't want to be too long.
I think healing. Yeah. But I think healing would be good, because just think, you just take some of your blood, mix it with cancerous blood, and then boom, you cure for cancer. You could cure any and all diseases if you want.
Yeah, but that'd be, if you're putting the cancer in you, you get cured from cancer, but doesn't mean that it's going to cure anybody else from cancer. And they can't really say, they can't say, well, this guy knows how to cure cancer, but it's just your own factor.
Cure cancer. Yeah. But that's what they did with Wolverine. When they had the TV show of it, there was a disease that was killing all mutants and everyone. They infected Wolverine with it, and his body defended it, healed it, and fought off the disease. And then they took a sample of his blood and cured everybody.
See, it confused me, because wouldn't that mean that they're putting no, because his healing factors were from the adamantium, mostly.
No, it wasn't.
Well, his body was made of adamantium, right?
No, it wasn't.
I thought that was the metal. I thought that was the metal that was. His bones were.
The adamantium was injected in. Yeah, the adamantium was injected into his body. The only reason the adamantium was ever injected into his body was for the simple fact that it wouldn't kill him.
Gotcha. So what was the whole... Did they actually even mention what the biotechnical term was for what they gave him to have that healing factor, or they just say, yeah, he's got super mutation. Healing? Oh, so yeah, because that was the whole born with mutation thing. Okay, gotcha. See, I mean, I guess I could kind of understand that, and I guess that would be a good way to get rich off of it too, because cure cancer, obviously, the world's gonna pay you pretty fucking good for that.
Yeah.
If you didn't get paid for it, I would say that's
Nobel
a pretty
prize right there.
Yeah. I would say that'd be a pretty damn big ripoff, because they've only been trying to cure it for years now. Which I don't even think they've mentioned anything about that. I don't think they've even said they've come close to finding a cure yet.
There's ways. It's radiation and chemo. That's the way to slow it down, and in some cases, enough to cut out cancer.
Yeah. But
and then you also have that risk of it coming back.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because the radiation and chemo are a very dangerous thing to go through. Yeah. especially radiation alone. I don't know how many times or how many things specify that radiation is like one of the worst things to be a part of. And it's funny that they stress so much about how radiation is like so bad for someone, but yet movies will say, "Oh, if you get in the radiation, don't worry, you get
You got superpowers.
superpowers or extra arms or something like that." And it's like you're just setting these poor kids up to go out and do this stuff. But it is what it is, I guess. And then that's why I was kind of bringing it up, because it ties in with what we were talking about. So you say healing, I say teleportation. What do you guys think? What if you had a superpower? What would you want to have? And kind of just state a small fact as to why. Or better yet, next episode we can bring up what you said, and maybe me and him can discuss it for you. I don't mind looking at comments and stuff. I know Scorpion doesn't have a channel, but I can always I can bring it up to him. We can talk about it, so that way you guys can get some answers too. Give some more sides to what you think, because a lot of people have different ideas out there of what they prefer to have as a superpower. But I definitely think either teleportation or healing. Yeah, healing would probably be my second one. Just because I would like to live a long time.
My second would have to be Scorpion's Hellfire.
And be able to control fire. Now would that include
Hellfire?
Would that include like the minions and stuff that he has? Like being able to summon the skeleton minions and stuff?
Yes.
And technically Scorpion's already dead, isn't he?
I would just go to war.
Going to massacre.
Yes, technically he did die. Then he was brought back, but
okay.
In the game in the Mortal Kombat X they brought him back to life. So with all of his powers.
Yeah, I didn't think that.
Pretty interesting.
What was his name? Hamashi or Hamashi? I know it started with an H, but
yeah, Hamashi.
Yeah, they showed his form, and I was like, man, he's wearing the same colors as Scorpion, because they don't specify right off the bat. Spoiler alerts for anybody that's hasn't played Mortal Kombat 10 yet. Especially, they don't say that it's him until Quan Chi states that he put Scorpion's soul into him. So technically, see, what confuses me is, was Scorpion someone else before him? Because if you listen to the story, Quan Chi said that he put Scorpion's soul into this guy. So, because he says I binded his soul with Scorpion or something like that. He states something to do with Scorpion for Scorpion. So
I think he bound it with the Scorpion.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. But why would a Scorpion give him hellish fire and pretty much already be dead?
Hellfire.
Yeah, I don't get how a Scorpion would give you that. I could see poison or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's an interesting
because
thing.
He was made in hell.
Maybe, or Quan Chi is a sorcerer. He could have put, a factor into the Scorpion, I guess.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, if anybody else knows, let us know. Leave a comment. We clearly don't know yet. Probably something we'll end up looking up.
Subscribe.
Yeah, all that good YouTube stuff. But yeah, it's definitely interesting that they did that. And he's the only one that they really had a different outlook of, to be honest. I don't think anybody else really looked I mean, Sub-Zero did kind of, but that was just because it was his brother. It wasn't actually Sub-Zero. Well, it was, but the brother version of Sub-Zero, I should say. But as far as everybody else, they all pretty much looked relatively the same.
Yeah.
And then you got people who aren't even in Mortal Kombat.
Got older.
What's that?
Like Jason.
Oh, all the people that...
Predator.
Yeah. And like all
Jason
the
the
other
Predator.
people that
Yeah,
got older as well, like Johnny Cage and all them.
Liu Kang.
Which makes me curious. With number 11, are they going to have it focus more on the kids? Because
Probably.
if they're shooting
Like,
to have a new type of series of Mortal Kombat, I would honestly be interested to see where they're going to go with it.
yeah.
Because Mortal
Like,
Kombat's been around for a long time.
probably they'll have kids of their own. Oh God, yes. The games are older than the movies, and the movies were made back in '95.
Yeah. The movies are cool. I don't know if anybody out there has watched the movies, but I would definitely recommend looking up the movies and watching it. They are awesome. Compared to movies that were back then, the style of that game and the graphics of the style of that movie and the graphics of that movie were really good for its time, I would say. But in retrospect, I think I definitely would recommend it to anybody. It was pretty cool. I watched it with my dad a long time ago, and it was pretty cool to watch. But I think we touched our subject, brought up a couple more, a little off topic. That's bound to happen. Lots of things come up. But if you guys have any ideas for what to talk about next, let us know. Leave a comment or something. Just keep, just keep commenting. Just throw all the comments in there. Just say yeah if you want to. I don't care. But no, bring up the topics of what you want us to talk about. Maybe we might have some good debatable topics that would be pretty cool to bring up and talk about. But you were going to say something, Scorpion?
Yeah, just throw comments, leave likes, subscribe.
All that good stuff. We're
All that
thinking
fun stuff.
pretty soon we might do a face-to-face cam because Scorpion here is coming up to visit me in the West Coast, and we're thinking maybe we'll do a camera podcast type deal. So let us know what you guys think about that as well. I think I'm looking forward to it. I think it'd be pretty cool, be different. It won't be every time because he does live on the East Coast, I live on the West Coast, but maybe while he's here we'll flush out a good few episodes so you guys see if you guys like it more. But I think that's probably going to do it for this episode. What do you think, Scorpion?
Yeah, I got my point across. I'm happy.
All right, guys. That's it for Dark Zero Podcast Channel 60 News. And we'll catch you in the next episode. Peace out.
Good luck and Godspeed.
And Godspeed.